Thank you so much for joining us once again for 9 on Your Side. The off-duty officer who may have saved a life during a bank robbery says he was given a surprising message.
Now, he shot a man accused of trying to hold up a Colerain Township bank. 9 on Your Side's Tom McKee is live with more. Tom.
Well, on May 22nd, Carl Rauschenberger came here to this Key Bank branch on Springdale Road to do some personal banking. Well, he got caught up in the middle of two men trying to rob the place, but his police training quickly kicked into action. The Mount St. Joseph University officer got involved in a gun battle, chased the pair away, but then reportedly was called out by Key Bank.
Hello, everybody. So, you know that most of the time, well, whether off duty, on duty, sometimes you have to stop by the bank, like during your break, probably catch a check or something. Well, in this case, this off-duty officer was able to stop a aggravated robbery with a weapon at a bank. What you're about to see, I don't like it, but it is what it is, right? I don't like the actions of the bank. I love the actions of the officer. He did a great job, and we're going to analyze what he did.
Newly released video shows it all. Would-be robber Malcolm Jones lets cohort Nelson Jones into Key Bank.
So notice how one of the robbers walked in, and the second one, he stood by the door. Some of the banks now, they have the double doors where they, I guess one person at a time should walk in, right? Well, the guy, of course, he's the lookout, but he's a bad lookout because he didn't see the officer behind him. The officer noticed this odd behavior, and this is why it's important to have training on human interactions, human body language, the way people dress, the way people talk, the way people look at you. So as you can see, this officer noticed something was odd and he reacted to it.
Bank. But he doesn't know that Mount St. Joseph police officer Carl Rauschenberger is right behind him with his gun out.
The first guy holding the door, he already gave in. He doesn't want anything to do with this anymore. Officer holds the door with his foot. That's great. He points the weapon at the second suspect, and as you're about to see, he's going to move to a better position where he can watch both suspects.
As Malcolm Jones waves his gun into the air and parades through the lobby, the officer takes a tactical position. He orders Malcolm to the ground, but Jones draws a weapon and engages the officer in a battle. Jones is hit, but manages to get up and flee the bank with the officer in close pursuit.
He just showed a remarkable sense of bravery in that.
What happened next stunned Hamilton County Prosecutor Joe Dieters. He says Officer Rauschenberger was told to take his banking business elsewhere because he violated Key Bank policy of giving robbers what they want.
He deserves a great deal of gratitude from this community, and Key Bank should be ashamed of themselves.
Dieters wondered aloud what would have happened if the officer had not been there.
We've had multiple robberies where the clerk is laid on the floor or teller is laid on the floor and is executed.
Mount St. Joseph Police Chief Jack Kraft issued a statement commending his officer. He is an asset to our department and is committed to the safety and security of the Mount community and the greater Cincinnati area.
This prosecutor is absolutely right. You need to understand as the public that the Key Bank stated he violated the policies of the bank. Well, first of all, this officer doesn't work for the bank. Okay, so there is no policy that applies to him. The policies that applies to him is his department policies, and it's Cincinnati, the state of Ohio. So, for example, in my jurisdiction, my policies state that I'm on duty all the time. I'm never off duty. And yes, of course, I'm not working 24/7, but in the spirit of the policy, meaning that I should act on any felony or any, I guess, life-threatening situation right away because I'm always on duty. So in that case, my department doesn't specify that I should carry off duty. Of course, that would be dumb, very dumb if you don't. But I do carry off duty. So in this case, if something like this happened and I'm in the bank, of course I'm going to act on it. So this is absolutely outrageous for KeyBank to pretty much kick this dude out. Like, oh, well, you save us, but like, F you, we don't need you anymore. Well, that's wrong. So absolutely not. The prosecutor is right. The chief is right. He's definitely an asset to the department. So guys, remember, always carry off duty. Always be alert. You never know what you're going to encounter. And remember, you're going to encounter more stuff because you are trained to notice, like I say, body language, behaviors, things like that. For you rookies out there, remember, you always have to be looking around what's going on duty or off duty. You guys be safe out there. Please follow me on YouTube at Tactical Blue, Facebook at Tactical Blue, and it's the same on Instagram, Twitter, and other accounts. So be careful out there, please, and watch your six.